Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has met with his U.S. counterpart John Kerry in Washington. Wang began his official visit to the U.S. on Tuesday and will leave on Thursday. The two top diplomats discussed the South China Sea issues and the escalating tension on the Korean Peninsula. The pair also held a joint press conference after their meeting. Our correspondent Wang Guan in Washington, D.C. attended the press conference and has more on some of the key points.
People started having less expectations on the deliverables of this meeting between China's top diplomat with his counterpart, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. But in fact, out of yesterday's press conference, there was one consensus. That is, both China and the United States agreed to narrow their differences on how to deal with North Korea. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi revealed to us yesterday that the UN Security Council resolution draft has been exchanged between the two sides, and the two sides did narrow their differences on it. And within the next few weeks, if not days, the two sides will announce this very draft. And also on South China Sea, another hot button issue. At the press conference, a Voice of America reporter asked the Chinese foreign minister, why would the Chinese military deploy radars and SAMs on controversial, on disputed islands? And here is what the Chinese foreign minister had to say.
I hope the media will not only see the radar, but more importantly perhaps, that every day the advanced armaments and equipment emerging in the South China Sea, including the missile bombers, the strategic destroyers, why people have chosen to ignore them.
And also, we had a shot at asking a question to U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, and I asked him about the potential U.S. deployment of the THAAD system, a very sophisticated anti-ballistic missile system potentially to be deployed in South Korea. Of course, that is met with Russian and Chinese opposition. I asked Secretary Kerry if and when the U.S. will proceed with such a deployment. And here's what Kerry had to say.
We are not hungry or anxious or looking for an opportunity to be able to deploy THAAD. The only reason for THAAD being in consultation, the decision has not yet been made, it is not deployed, but the reason the consultation is taking place is because of the provocative actions of North Korea.
That is, of course, the U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, and also Foreign Minister Wang Yi of China's visit today will take him to the U.S. Congress. He will meet with congressional leaders, Foreign Affairs Committee chairs, and also he's expected to meet with the senior leaders at the White House, Assistant to the President, National Security Advisor Susan Rice, for example, before wrapping up this three-day visit. One very interesting observation from yesterday's press conference was that it seems that the Foreign Minister Wang and Secretary John Kerry had a pretty cordial and good personal relationship. Towards the end of the press conference, both leaders, which Prime Minister Wang told Secretary Kerry he will call him up tonight because he brought the Chinese liquor, Baotai, Chinese liquor wine, and they will call each other up and drink it up. We'll see if that personal relationship and good professional relationship will anyways help this relationship move forward.